Okay, so. It's here we go. Okay, so Star Citizen. There's the Prowler utility. Which is something, and there's not really anything. Like, they had a video on a Star Citizen Live on, like, state of ships and everything. And, I think basically the plans haven't changed that much. I mean, some things have changed a little bit, but nothing crazy. I don't know. And maybe this is just me thinking out loud, okay? But like, Yogi mentioned, so like, it's one of the questions was, and we will get to the Prowler utility, but, one of the questions was, what's the deal with, like, the quantum experience that was from, that they showed off at CitizenCon, and I can't remember, he said, basically, here's where it's at, what is stayed the same, what's changed, and I can't remember exactly what did change, if anything. Something must have changed, because it came up that, like, what they showed was the thing that was in, that was their current build, that was in Squadron 42, ported over to a build with Star Citizen or with, stuff there. And somebody was like, oh, so it's marketing fluff. And it's like, no, it's the exact same build, but, I mean, so it's understandable that things change, obviously. That's just what happens on a big project. Things iterate. I don't know, my only problem is, like, that, these things change and we don't know about them. And sometimes, like, there's... like, it's supposed to be an open development game. If things change, we want to be... The idea is, with an open development game, that you should be made aware of things. That, like, oh, so this is, our current thought process on something. This might change in the future, and then it changes, but they don't mention anything about it. Nobody knows what's happening. It's just like, this doesn't seem like a great way to do things. Right? I don't know, maybe it's just me. But, like, I still really think that their whole, I cannot believe that we just don't have anything interesting to make an ISC on. I genuinely believe that right now for Star Citizen, the ISCs are just an overview of whatever new activity they've added. Advertisements for ships, not talking about the development of ships, but talking about but just advertising them. Like, dude, I want development. I don't I have not felt like there's been any development talk. I think the behind the ships on the Prowler was a little bit closer. I mean, they talked about, you know, a little bit of development things, kind of. Have to look at it again, but they were like, oh, you know, like, yeah, so we did have to change out the tractor beam. This is, you know, some thought behind some things, but like, the big thing with the Prowler utility is like, why does this exist? Now, I can tell you that I think it's cool, but it's just a really niche ship. It's a smuggler, but it's, you know, it's a cargo version, a cargo variant of a dropship. It is a cargo variant of a dropship. It doesn't... They didn't put any fucking effort into trying to give it any lore. They didn't make it... you know, what else? Nobody particularly wanted this. I think that's pretty safe to say. Like, the Prowler, like, a cargo variant of the Prowler, completely out of left field. What the hell? I don't know what's going on, but, yeah. And I'm trying to think, what else is, I mean, I did see a thing from Mr. Kraken on, like, some bugs that it has, but also, well, okay, part of it, I do find it funny that we are in 4.1.1, and it's like, oh, you can buy it, but it's only available in 4.2 right now. Which isn't a terrible thing, but it is, just, like, it's, oh, like, if you only play the game in live, then, and you bought the ship, then, you know, you have to wait a week. But, it is and don't get me wrong, I mean, it is silly, but also, it is whatever. I mean, like, why can't they port it over to 4.1.1? I don't know. Because they literally, I mean, it's very possible that they just think that they had thought that 4.2 was going to be ready. Of course, they mentioned 4.2. Jared specifically mentioned in whatever Inside Star Citizen about 4.2 being in a couple weeks, which, I mean, unless it releases, well, I mean, depends on when you think the week begins, but, you know, today is Saturday. If it releases tomorrow, then it will have been 2 weeks. Basically. The grammar checks out. I'll talk more about the Prowler in the next episode. Specifically about the Prowler, because there's some more stuff, I guess. Till next time, have a good day. Great day even. Chowskis.